So here we are at CanFit Pro, and my name is Paula Comfort. This is Alana Turco. We own a consulting company called 360 Impact Group, and we are here interviewing today Colin Milner from the International Council of Active Aging. So Colin, would you like to tell our viewers a little bit about yourself today?
Sure, I'd be happy to. My name's Colin Milner. I'm the CEO of the International Council on Active Aging. We've been in business for 10 years. I've been in the industry for about 30 years. And over the last couple of years, we've been really focused on how to help organizations achieve greater success with the older adult market through a multitude of different ways, which I'm sure we're going to talk about today.
Colin, it's been well documented that our society is aging. Tell us how prepared you think that our industry is for this large influx of 50-something, 60-something members into our clubs.
Yeah, that is really the key question. Are we prepared? And the answer is no. Next question. No, I'm just joking about that. Really, we as an industry, as well as a world, are really not prepared to deal with the onslaught of an older population, whether it's through age apathy or ageism or what it is. But aging hasn't been a sexy thing for a lot of people in the fitness industry that are really focused on the younger adult market. And the unfortunate part is it's literally billions of dollars left on the table for club owners, managers, and fitness directors.
Right. So in other words, there's an opportunity here. There's
a massive opportunity, one that we have not seen the size of really since the industry's birth in the mid to early 80s.
Now your council obviously puts a lot of emphasis on research and development. So is it that we are uninformed or uneducated, we don't know enough about what's happening in your 50s and 60s in order to attract or retain this population in our clubs?
No, it's just we don't like aging. To be frank, think about the way we respond with most marketers, anti-aging, as opposed to embracing aging. One of the biggest challenges that we have is actually embracing aging and saying, this is a natural thing that's going to happen to all of us. I was 18 once. I remember those late nights, wink, wink. However, I've now turned 50. My needs, my desires, my dreams are very different than what they were when I was 18. So trying to address me with the exact same marketing, same philosophy, just isn't going to work. And that's our challenge, is that we go for the easy hit, which is a younger population that is almost all the same.
Mm-hmm. You bring up a great point, and that is, right now we have record numbers of young fitness professionals graduating, coming out into the industry. So how does this young 20-fit person relate to a member in their 50s or 60s with different needs?
Oh, that's a great question. And really, it depends on what their personal experience has been. If they had a very positive experience growing up with their grandparents, they probably relate quite well. Generally speaking, though, not well. Matter of fact, there was research out of the University of British Columbia that actually showed, given the choice, that people 50 plus would prefer to work out with people just like them as opposed to a younger population. And there was one done out of Concord University in, I think it's Montreal, and the result was the opposite, where it was the younger kids wanted to work out with people like themselves. So, number one, we want to be around people like yourselves. But number two is that society has created this division. And until that division is broken down, I think we're going to have a hard time. And that's one of the reasons why the International Council on Active Aging has actually just launched a Changing the Way We Age campaign to try and help change perceptions of aging.
Mm-hmm. So in other words, club owners really have to be cognizant of making sure that they have a good demographic of employees working within the clubs as well for the different segments of their membership.
Well, very much so, but even more so, they have to really be cognizant that people actually like older people. Not everyone does. Not everyone likes younger people either. So they just simply need to be aware of who their target audience is. And it's less about age and more about functional abilities. There's some older people that are running marathons at 80 and some young kids who can't get up out of a chair. So it really is less about age, more about functional abilities and life experience.
What do you think club owners can do to attract different demographics of employees?
Of employees, well, number one is they need to let the incoming employee, the potential older adult as an example, because they're attracting the younger ones no matter what, because it's sexy, it's fun, there's music, there's, it's like a bar in a way, maybe not as much now, well, no, it's always been like a bar, and it will be like a bar, it's fun. So that always attracts the younger adult, but you have to also make it a rewarding experience for an older person, something that they feel like they're contributing to society, and in many cases, you don't get that sensation. It's about the sales today. It's about what's my bottom line, as opposed to how do I change people's lives. And that's really what an older employee is looking for.
Mm-hmm. And what you're getting into is more the programming aspects of what we do in our business, and of course how we market and prospect those, potential members. What do you know if there's a gold standard out there that you've found or seen in the industry that is doing an unbelievable job with programming and trying to attract that older adult?
There's a lot of different examples. Many of them are not really in the core fitness industry. There are groups like out of Los Angeles, a group called California Health and Longevity Center. Wonderful property, great example of what to do. Or out of Grand Prairie, Texas, called the Summit Activity Center, 66,000 square foot, $22 million complex just for adults 50 plus. It is their version of a senior center. Or Nifty After 50 in Los Angeles again, that has a chain of 50 plus centers that I would really look at what they're doing. But the general club market, when you look, let's flip to the US for 1 second, and that is, out of the roughly 30,000 clubs, 2/3 of them are owned or operated by 100 major players. And those 100 major players, their core business is the younger market. So they reflect the industry as a whole. So as a whole, the industry hasn't been doing that well, no.